the Renekton. In my experience, it can be pretty difficult to actually get effective trades. This I like a lot more. I mentioned the Gragas because I feel like it is a pretty good neutralizing pick into the Renekton. You know,
and probably Doran's best champion.
And well, you can...
we're not right yet. We're watching the Gromp die first.
Close your eyes, KC fans.
Oh, dear. Isaac has warned you, okay? So do not be surprised. It's okay now. Yeah, Busio just going to get ushered out of the lane. Ono makes his way over. Busio down to 200. Make that 150. The flash forward piece has been made as First Blood is picked up.
Here comes Yike, though.
All right, let's see whether they can clean this one up. Pace down to 100. Kaliss now in trouble, though. Headshot comes through, and Yike just puts him down. Ono is able to trade. But that makes it a 2 for 2 in the end.
It did become a 2 for 2.
In trouble. Still doesn't have the flash, remember. Peace once again. And that is another kill onto this Camille. Magical Journey is going to bring them over towards Yike, who tries to get into stealth to try and get out. Nice double stun. But guess what it means? Absolutely nothing as Peacemaker comes through yet again. Yike is still trying to skip around this jungle, just terror shaping and things like that. But Keria has the meep slap, and down goes the Kiana.
Surely his teammate down in the bot lane can't be as good at his champion. 12-1?
Yeah, and Paze hasn't been on T1 the whole time. He was just on Gen G before. It's all right. Kanna is now having to blow the ultimate. It's going to be able to keep him alive, though, as there is the kill onto Carrier in the bottom lane. Paze able to get the net to safety as he finds a headshot onto Kaliss as well, but it is a good dive onto the Bard. In the meantime, there is still more happening here in this top lane as Ona does make his way out, and now Kanna going to take that as an invitation just to kill Doran if he can. Good body slam does come on through as Paze is taken down, and KC finding some opportunities here on the behind it. Yeah, there's just some Swifties and a rock.
Exactly. You bought Swifties, you bought some mana, so not going to be able to do much there. As Doran trying to keep him off of this tower, but kind of knows he has no explosive cask, so there's not really that risk of the wave just getting one shot and you picking up turret aggro.
Yeah, Busio making his way in, though. Hookshot is going to get the stun as Doran gets a bit of his health bar back, but Busio going to be able to withstand that one shot. The flash on in as Ona finds the Q for the kill. Flash away from as he is getting into a very aggressive position. Scatter the Weak comes down just to make sure that that sphere does connect. And he just moves himself out of the way. So that is the first rate going on over. Kanna now just blowing the ultimate, but the Magical Journey comes through Cask. He's going to pull the Crocodile away from the turret, and that should be the kill. Ona picks up that one as well, moving to 3-1.
Yikes coming behind Faker as well.
Yeah, that is a lot of True Shot Barrage damage to try and take down the Wukong, as Faker able to get away from this supreme display of talent, but that will not save his turret, or at least maybe it will. Second plate not going to be claimed. Faker will just be going back now.
Yep, and T1 make a play on top side. KC make a play of their own. 3 men go in towards Faker. They force out his flash. But meanwhile, T1 was taking this. They get all 3 grubs back-to-back games, so are going to be feeling pretty good.
Your team just cruising, having a good time, and then it doesn't quite work. As Faker has found Yike, or has Yike found Faker? It's True Shot Barrage going to come on through. Busio going to take that kill.
Room deficits, they are never out of it. Their team fighting is so good, and they have such strong playmakers on this team that are very difficult to deal with, as Keria,
I think he might just be dead. Yeah, Supreme Display of Talent does come on down here. It's the flash from Keria looking for the Cosmic Binding onto Kanna and Yike, but it does not work.
We'll see who gets first tower. It is going to be pretty close, and the first tower is going to go to KC.
Yeah,
just like
solo
that,
gold
Kaliss is 1.1k up.
Exactly, so gets all of the gold from those plates and gets to hang around for that first. Just get that instant transformation if you're just playing out the game in a normal sense. So really nice pacing so far for KC, as they are going to be able to take Double Dragon as well, and it's a Mountain Solis game.
Mountain actually really strong, honestly, for both sides, because there is a lot of burst in this, a lot of upfront damage, but we want to know, who do you think has the better fandom, because these are 2 of the teams with some of the largest fandoms in the entire world.
Oh, Paze going to get put into the Hextech Ultimatum. Nowhere to go and will be taken out. Busio able to take
tower to stay onto Busio there, but they're going to look for Yike.
Yeah, Yike does throw down the ulti, though, defensively. Ono should have another Cyclone in order to take him down, and actually gets over the wall. But Kanna and Yahoo turn up as well, and that is going to be the answering kill onto the jungle. And now Faker dealing with Busio here, and does have to get himself out of the way. Keria taking a little while to die, but he will indeed do that. You've got Paze going for a cross-map.
It has been the most competitive there, but still obviously very heavily favored for T1. Everyone else is that 24-7 record versus the rest of the LEC here. And KC looking to put another one in the win column for their region, but it is very difficult to get across the finish line here against a team like T1. But it is KC with the gold lead, with the objective lead, have the ability here in 2 minutes to try to grab that third dragon, move towards that Mountain Soul that would be so nice for them, as they are going to be able to take a tower.
Yeah, nice charge to come on through here as the tower will be going down. Shelly should be ushered towards the inner turret as well. As True Shot Barrage will be avoided by Faker going the same direction that he was going already.
Oh, they're trying to set a trap. Owner is actually here. They're going to look for Yehu.
Yeah, they do get out, and there is the Unleashed Power out.
Able to grab the red buff. He also used his barrier there. They're TPing in deep. Kana's looking for a fast start to this fight.
Yeah, in goes Busio. Is going to lock down Faker. He's going to die for it, but look at that stun from Yike. Absolutely massive, and Kana gets into that backline. Pays going to have to try and net himself out of there, but netting a Crocodile, that is a difficult option as he flashes to catch the blast cone, and now Pays. I don't know how you're supposed to get out of this one with a full health Croc, but he's going to try his very best to do as much damage before he goes down. Kana taking that turret shot, and he will fall. But it is 2 kills going over to Yehu. This Cassiopeia is massive.
I stand there. There's no way Owner's going to be able to steal this. Not with Busio hunting for you. I don't think you can get there in time. So that is sole point for KC. You could see the
KC were looking for in this game. As now Yehu, speaking of looking for things, he's going to find Faker. Scatter the Weak is not going to work because he's not very weak. And there is the last Twin Fang to take him down. The Unleashed Power. We're going to lock down Busio here as Doran making his way in. He is unseen as he looks for the angle. Body Slam doesn't work, but there is the cast. Supreme Display and Talent onto only the tank. And they take out Kalist before anything had even happened. And it's just free hitting for Pays. Kana with a massive ultimate, but it doesn't do anything. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. T1 just win a team fight, take a Baron, and they're back in control. How annoying is it, Azael?
How do they keep doing it every damn time? T1 find a way to make the magic happen, losing all game long. We're talking about the soul, but they find the fight beside the Baron. With Camille and Kiana, you got to be perfect.
Well, they're going to look for it here as Busio gets over the wall with a hook shot. The dash cannon to try and get him out of there, but that Hextech ultimatum not really working as Kana gets into the backline, looking for Faker. The Unleashed Power, though, and he's taking so much damage. Pays, untouched, finds the auto attack as he gets over the wall, and it's a double here. Ona with the Nimbus strike, looking for Kalist, and that ace and hole doesn't work because his target has already been taken down. And I just feel like T1 have made it out of the trough, and now they're just skipping to the finish line. As Faker eating some honey fruit, Pays looking a little bit worse for wear. But yeah, who cannot step up. Yike, similar story as T1 look to deny the soul and get themselves back into this driving seat. 3,000 gold on the Red Bull Baron power play, and Yike, ace in the hole finally comes back up again. And Busio is going to get on forward.
Have the damage to finish off Pays and Faker.
And you know what it was? It was the locket from Carrier. Gets on in there, gets the big old shield to come on over.
Here's TP.
And now another flank angle. Supreme Display of Talent. They're looking for Faker. They should be able to lock him down. Takes a little bit longer to get him. And now Owner is in no man's land. That, oh my God, takes down Yike. It was suicide, but he manages to take his opposite number with him. And now Doran, he just wants to teleport out, and he will be able to do so.
Fight from Yehu, because in most of the actual big team fights, he hasn't really been able to get super involved. Busio looking at Ken.
I believe Pays is dead. He's going to go golden for a few moments thanks to Carrier, but then will be shut down. That is money over to Kalist as well. Does have the last Whisper. So just went for as much flat AD as possible before the last fight, I guess, as Busio now in a little bit of trouble. Scatter the Weak is not going to connect, but the Cyclone a little bit more difficult.
It's going to be really hard. It's kind of up to Yike and Yehu here on the side. Can they find an angle?
Onus Smite Button has been pretty good so far this tournament, and he also has Doran available. Supreme Display of Talent, not quite doing enough. Doran's so tanky. Yike can get in here, but it's not going to be enough. And they take the Baron in trade for their top laner.
But the problem is, now you have to fight Soul, and you just lost Dorian for that. I don't think it was worth
goes in, and he finds such a beautiful angle. Slicing and Dyson does go down, but he's done so much damage as Yike has to flash away. If T1 can actually get a reset in before this Dragon, then it's possible. But it's 5 seconds, and they have to make their way back out onto the Rift.
Yeah, KC can just rush it. It should be theirs, I think. You can see Pays is just going towards top side here. They're going to actually TP for this. I'm not sure why Pays is not coming if they're going to commit to the play, because Faker is in the area. He's trying to see, can I get there and make a magical steal? Cannot make it happen.
It is impossible. So that is the Mountain Soul to come through for KC. And now 6 minutes on the clock
And now
until
Faker's
the
gonna
Elder's
die.
up. Yeah, I think Faker is probably just dead. Yeah, Hextech Ultimatum comes down. Doesn't find the scat of the week onto Yehu either, as Busio is still trying to chase him down. Faker buying as much time as possible, but those Twin Fangs are unavoidable. And T1, they are just trying to deny the backs so that Pays can take an inhibitor turret. And perhaps that is going to work, as Yehu is teleported over, looking for a bit of an angle towards these two here that are just trying to buy space, trying to buy time. They've got a blast cone to get themselves out. And Supreme Display of Talent will get the kill onto Carrier, and Kana did make it back to deny the Caitlyn. There's a cask to get some space for Owner as well. Looking for the bottom lane, so sees the red dots and does not see the Camille. As Pays going to get engaged on there, as let's see where the Carrier can find the ulti. Does manage to get Pays golden, but it's going to take some time. Does find the angle there as well. Supreme Display of Talent is fantastic, but double GAs are going to be popped here for T1. Magical Journey comes over, trying to buy their space as Kana is taken out. Kalist gets scattered here by Faker as it's a double for Doran, who doesn't seem able to lose health. Oh, Kalist taking matters into his own hands, not able to quite land that Mystic shot though, and now it's Owner making his way in. Yehu has to flash away, and Pays flashes in to secure the win for T1. Oh, this team just makes too much magic.
Busio is great, but Carrier is the greatest of all time. It shows you why. The defensive Bardolt, the portal to get Pays out after the GA, the locket to buy the time. Everything was perfectly played from Carrier to get Pays out of there and get T1 their second win.
And match point in this series as well. The unleashed power to come through. I think Busio deserves that, as he has been absolutely amazing in this game. Unfortunately, it was not enough, as Yike, he's going to get scattered. He's going to get taken out, and it's going to be the Nexus turrets falling. But this game, nothing like what we saw in game one, as KC, they really